Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, so the concept of quantization is weird. So I'm going to explain it in terms of something else besides charge. Let's try and explain it in terms of distance, all right? So if space were quantized, if there's a person, let's say there's a person standing over here. Cool. If space were quantized, that would mean that you can only exist in certain places. So you could only exist here, or here, or here, or here, or etc. Let's call each of these, let's call them meters. There's 0 meters, there's 1 meter, 2 meters, etc. So the person could have a position, they could be standing at 1 meter, or they could be standing at 2 meters, they could be standing here. But if you tried to put the person at, say, 1.3 meters, they wouldn't be able to exist there. So for position to be quantized, it would mean that this position is inaccessible. It's a weird concept because it's not really something that we can kind of tap into in the physical world, because when we walk around, we can go there. I mean, like, it's not off limits. All right, now let's extend that analogy to charge. So charge, we know that the charge of an electron is a certain number, and we call that E. So E is the amount of charge on an electron. There aren't really any particles out there that we know of that have less charge than an electron. A proton has the same amount of charge, but it's positive. But basically, if something has charge, if like a bigger object has charge, let's say it's I don't know. Let's say there's an object. Let's say there's a chair. It's kind of, I don't know, not a super realistic object to have charge on it. But let's say that this chair has a charge. Well, since the only particles that we know about that carry charge, the smallest carriers of charge have charge E, we know that the charge on the chair, the total charge that's contained in the chair, will be a multiple of E. We can say that. So similarly to the way we can say that the position of the person will be a multiple of the meter, the charge on the chair will be a multiple of this fundamental unit E. And that's what it means to be quantized. So an example, well, yeah, that's what it means to be quantized.